Enemy cruisers suck.
Hello, Fresh Potato, back with another video after all these months. But hey, I'm back. But where is the content, right? Where is all of the content? We need content, right? We need content. Why am I saying this? Well, I just took a break, right? I took a break from playing this game because I was beginning to lose interest in this game. The game was getting stale or becoming stale. And taking a break really helped me regain that interest. But there's another reason I regained that interest, and that is content. Watching my favorite content creators and CCs make content, watching them play the game makes me want to play the game, right? Watching people play this game makes me want to play this game, right? And I know I'm not the only one. And content has gone down, right? There used to be days where there was content all over the place, brand new, fresh content in my algorithms. Now, well, content is sometimes hard to come by. And content creators and CCs, you guys got to understand, this game needs you, right? World of Warships Legends need content. They need the coverage. It helps promote the game, and again, like I said, it makes people want to play this game. And for me, like I said, it helped me regain that interest. So for all the content creators and CCs, you know, people like Spartan, you have been carrying this game on your back for the last maybe couple of months, 3 months, and with consistent content. That's what it is. The consistent content. You know, we got guys like Zarkoon and AA Ron, PG Rapids, and you know, to all the other content creators and CCs. We say thanks, right? We say thanks, and hopefully you can keep up the good work and don't leave the game. You know, I would suggest taking a break or maybe slowing down with the content, and I believe there's a few of you guys that are already doing that, slowing it down, and just, you know, just don't leave, okay? The game needs you, but hey, who am I to tell you not to leave, right? If you leave the game, it's understandable and respected, right? I respect that decision if you feel like you need to leave this game, but you know, just speaking from a fan of content, you know, we don't want to lose people, you know, lose our content creators and our CCs. But with that said, what made this game stale? Why did this game get stale to me in the first place? Now, there's a lot of reasons for other people why this game might get stale, but for me, I'm going to list the 3 reasons why this game got stale, right? So let's start with number 1, crossplay, an issue wargaming claims they can't fix or change. Now, when you're sitting in a lobby in a standard match expecting it to be 9-on-9, only for it to be 4-on-4 or 3-on-3, I've seen it as 2-on-2 on 2 brothers, which is just flat out boring. That is one of the most demoralizing things I go through in this game. When I experience that, the crossplay nonsense, I just want to turn the game off. And in a lot of cases, I have done just that. Turn the game off. I don't even want to play the game. I am discouraged to even try. Okay, it doesn't help the game in any way. And I hope maybe one day Wargaming will find a way to fix the issue of crossplay. Number 2, the lack of resources needed to upgrade your commander to a reasonable rank in a reasonable time. Resources like promotion orders, insignias, and commendations take way too long to accumulate, right? To acquire. To me, it shouldn't take 3-4 months to get enough promotion orders or resources needed to upgrade your commander to where they're enjoyable to use, right? Where it makes sense to use. Commanders I want to experiment with and try out, well, they sit on the shelf because, well, they're trash. Why? Because I don't have enough promotion orders to get them to where they need to be. Next thing you know, another commander comes out that takes the attention away from that other commander, and it's just this endless cycle of just trying to keep up when it comes to having fully upgraded commanders. And that, it just makes the game stale because I'm forced to continue using the same old commanders over and over and over. And I'm in this, again, never ending cycle trying to chase, okay, promotion orders and upgrade these commanders. It's just too much, and it just hurts the game, in my opinion. I think commendations and all these insignias and promotion orders should be, I think wargaming should be just a little bit more generous when it comes to that. And I think, it would help me keep it will help me keep that interest in the game when I'm able to experiment more often with different commanders. Now, the third and most critical reason why this game got stale for me: the price. The price of some of these ships just flat out ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure most of us can agree on that. But you might be asking, well, how does the price makes this game stale? Well, when you're stuck playing the same old ships over and over and over again because, well, you're not participating with the new product because of the price, well, that is a recipe for staleness, if that's a word, right? Staleness. You are playing the same ships over and over again. You're not buying the new products because the price is just way too high. Now, wargaming has a tendency, or this game has a tendency, to put us players in a box where we're playing the same ships over and over again. And there's multiple reasons why we play the same ships over and over again. Another reason, well, here's a bonus reason, right? A bonus reason why this game got stale: CVs, right? And it's not really CVs, it's the AA. AA does not really work in this game, no matter how high your AA rating is. You are playing ships now that have good AA where you can rely on maybe a little bit, because CVs are now, well, they can print planes over and over again at a fast pace. Wargaming, well, they nerf these things and then they buff them again and try to do this rework. It hurts the game. It's hurting the game. And I wish wargaming would realize that and probably, maybe nerf them again to where they don't affect the game, because I would like to play ships like the Burdino. But when I'm out there with the Burdino and I'm going up against a Graf Zeppelin or a Enterprise, the ones with the AP bombs, well, now I'm sent to the Shadow Realm within the first 5 minutes of the match. Now, that is not fun. Okay, it's not fun. And it just goes up there with, putting us in this box where we're just playing the same things over and over again, and then the game gets stale. CVs, and of course, the price. And for people out there that think, well, hey, don't ask for free stuff. Well, look, listen here. Listen here, buddy. Look, we're not asking for the free handout. And you have to understand this. We're not asking for the free handout. We're asking for a reasonable price, right? A reasonable price. That's it. Just a reasonable price. Now, I know we all have our own reasons why this game could be getting stale or is stale, and some of us don't want to play the game anymore or feel like it's a chore, like AA Ron said, and hit that nail on the head, because at one point this game really did feel like it was a chore, trying to keep up with, the campaign and trying to get the campaign ship and having to turn this on and having to play to, to accomplish the missions or pass the missions, whatever. And I don't want the game to feel like that to me again, but I know it will, and I will be taking another break, right? Whenever that happens. I will probably never quit playing this game, but like I said, I will take breaks from time to time, and I suggest you do the same. But hey, what are your reasons, right? If there's any. What is your reasons why this game is hurting and it's probably getting stale, or it is stale to you? And I know I probably left off a lot of other reasons. Some of you guys might say it's the player base, which is understandable. Now, the player base has changed quite a bit since I've been in the game. And that goes to that question of, well, is this game dying? Well, I don't think it's dying, and it is dying, but it's not dying, if that makes sense. And Dr. Ghost, made a great point. This game is dying to the veteran players. And why? Because like I said, the game has changed. It's changed a lot for, I think, the worst part, right? It's gotten to where there's no strategy, in my opinion. There's no tactics really being played out there like it used to be. And everybody's out there doing the old freestyle routine, right? Freestyle play, you go out there, you sell broadside, you die. You sell recklessly or way too aggressively, or you're not aggressive at all, you're backing up automatically, you stick to the back of the map, you don't push in when it's time to push in, you're not positioning yourself, trying to create the broadside. There's so many different things here, and the way this game is played is changing. Okay, and if you want to enjoy the game, then you might have to figure out how to change with it, right? Change with the player base. And yeah, that it just hurts to say that this game is dying for the veteran players, right? It hurts to say, but I feel like it is what it is. Now, for the new players, of course it's not dying. This is a new game to them. They're just now trying to figure it out. We all remember how it feels to be new. This is why content is very, very important. We need the content. And I'm saying this as if I'm not a content creator, right? But hey, I'm a fan of the content, and I'm telling you right now, this game will get worse if the content slows down any more than it is already. Right? But hey, tell me what you think. Leave that comment in the comment section. What is hurting this game in your opinion? But that's all I got. And hey, thanks for watching.
Enemy cruiser sunk.